Okay, we're ready. So I really think that we are pilgrims in this world. So some years ago, about 8 years ago, I decided that I would take the walk down the Camino de Santiago. So I started in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port in France, and I took my backpack. I rode the train by the time I was living in Germany. So I rode the train all the way down to Saint-Jean, and I started walking, and it was a wonderful experience. I had my backpack. It was just about 7, 8, or 9 kilos, and I had just the necessary, just what I needed in my backpack. And I started walking up the mountain and then down to Roncesvalles, and then I walked down to Pamplona and started walking through Spain. And on the 4th day, I was feeling that I could not walk anymore because my feet were all blistered. And it was bad. And I thought, I've always dreamed of this walk, and it's coming to an end after 4 days. And I was just crawling to the hospital in a nice city called Estela. And I went there to a hospital, and a very nice doctor, I think she was an angel, she just put a pad on my feet, and she just put some creams and some things and some ointments, and then I went to the hotel and I took a sleep, and I said, well, tomorrow I'll start my way back to Germany because this is where the trip ends. And on the next day, my feet were perfect and I could just walk like everybody else, so I just walked down the Camino. Some other days I could go down to Burgos, and I didn't make it all the way to Santiago because I didn't have all the time to do that. But then 2 years later I returned, and then in 2011 I returned, and then in 2014 I returned. But every time I took a different path. The last time I went from Porto to Santiago, from Portugal. The third time I went from Oviedo in Asturias, all the way down to Santiago, and then all the way down to Fisterra, which is the end of the world. And I just want to share that experience with you because I think you should do it someday because it's a wonderful experience. If you ever want to be close to nature, and if you ever want to have time for yourself to think about life and to think about what we are doing in this earth. Thank you.